Hello, my name is Earl Funk and I'm from Earl's Meat Market, and today what I want to do is demonstrate to you how to take a whole pork loin and make multiple meals out of it at your home. Okay, so this is a whole pork loin. So when you purchase it, have your butcher take the chine bone off and make sure that all the bones, the rib bones, are exposed. This is going to help you out later on as you're boning out when you're taking off your back ribs. You start at the sirloin end, okay, and you start on the inside of the chine bone, and you just cut down and you keep your knife on the bone and keep going along the entire tenderloin. You can actually almost just pull it right off. Now that you have the tenderloin, to continue to trim, this is the side seam. You take the side seam off. Later on, we can turn that into stir fry or kebabs. Then when you have the tenderloin in front of you, with your knife, the point of your knife, you just poke just ever so under the silver skin, and you move towards the butt end. Whenever you're removing silver skin from the tenderloin, you're always moving towards the butt end because the grain of the meat is in such a way that it'll allow you to just skim it off. And done right, you can see right through it, okay? You can trim the fat off as much as you desire. I leave a little bit of fat on. So that is your tenderloin trimmed up nice. Can be seasoned, can be smoked, can be barbecued. Now we will start to bone out the loin itself. So you go to the joint right here where the joint bends. This is called the zero joint, and that's where the backbone comes along straight and it goes into the tailbone and it's bent. You move one vertebrae over, one joint over, and you cut straight through. And then you just rotate the loin, and you just snap it like that, cut it down, and then you take it to where, this is where the leg would be attached. So this is where you start to bone out here. You just come along, this bone kind of works like a ski slope, like a little ski jump. You just stay along it, let the weight of this meat pull it away from the bone for you. So this is considered the pork sirloin, often called the buckeye. So these could also be made into steaks. So what you would do here now is you would start from the butt end, and you cut approximately 1-inch steaks. And this is now called the pork sirloin. These things run around the $4 to $5 mark per pound. So as you see, you've bought this entire loin for $2.50 a pound, spent about $40 on it, and you're already getting savings with the tenderloin and your sirloin. Now you're gonna be taking out the center cut of the loins. You get your knife on the feather bones and you just stay on the feather bones with your knife the entire length of the loin. Then you flip that back over. You're going to come and you're going to remove the ribs. Get your knife in between the ribs and the first seam of meat, and you just keep going down. Okay, and once you've released the ribs, then you just keep moving down forward. There, you come to a flat bone, so you'll hold your knife differently. You hold your knife up and down, and you just stay along the flat bone. These are commonly known as rib tails, back rib tails. And now we are going to just remove the back rib off of the bone, the backbone. And now you have your backbone, your whole full slab of rib. And this, again, great for grilling, great for smoking. Now, going back to this backbone, there's a great way of making these into soup bones, and it's just cutting down between every vertebrae. You just cut through, and then just break it, and then just cut the meat, and now you've got small pieces that can be easily put into your pot, and that is how you take care of the backbone. And now we're going to move to the entire loin. Depending on your preference, if you like a short tail on your pork chops or a long tail, you can always cut it down a little bit. This can later on be chopped up for kebabs or stir fry, or if you have a grinder attachment on a food processor, it could gladly be ground up for a nice pork dish. Now I'm just trimming a little bit of the excess here. We'll just straighten this up. A little cut to straighten up. Now we'll take our bigger knife. Again, I like to cut my chops about an inch, little over an inch thick. Pork is best when it's cooked just done. If you're cooking it to temperature between 155 and 160, then let it rest. It'll go up to 165 and it'll be just done. We've been able to make all these cuts out of one primal of pork. And now we're going back to the trimming, the odds and tods. And so basically what I'm going to do today is make stir fry. Because, I mean, who doesn't love a pork stir fry with a little bit of fried rice? And basically you just trim it up nice like that. And just cut it into strips, small strips. It helps to have a good set of knives. I can help you with that too. We have now turned this entire, 16-pound pork loin into a big pot of soup and many different meals as we go forward. The average family could probably eat on this for an entire week, maybe longer, and have a different meal every night. Just come by Earl's. We can set you up with a pork loin like this, and this is how you can cut a little and save a lot.